So a really interesting article came out by the Calgary Herald. For those who don't know, Calgary is a city in Alberta, Canada. And the headline here is Calgary pair powering up with Nintendo themed cafe. And I know what you're thinking. You're already thinking there's going to be a lawsuit any day now, if not already, because Nintendo likes to sue anybody that uses anything remotely close to any of their content, as we saw last year when Nintendo sued a bunch of ROM sites, which was very sad to see. But I can assure you these guys are not going to be sued. Well, not yet at least. So the cafe is being opened by two dudes named Ahmed on the left and Mohammed on the right, on my right. And the article starts off by saying every weekend for the past 8 years, Ahmed and Mohammed would gather in a basement playing hours upon hours of retro Nintendo video games, the best kind of video games, the only kind of video games, the only kind of games you should be playing is retro games. And then they had an awakening. Quote, they realized they weren't alone in their love of a video game company and its games, aka Nintendo, which revolutionized the way gamers played. The pair have embarked on a project to operate a cafe dedicated to the Japanese company, meaning Nintendo. One day, we were just chatting, and we said, "Why don't we bring our basement to the storefront and inspire others to get together?" said Beihei. We're starting with Nintendo themed first and foremost because Nintendo is the reason why video games are as big as they are today. Starting back in the 80s, Nintendo shaped the way of gaming. That is absolutely true. I applaud you for giving such a great statement. In fact, it is the only reason why Nintendo has survived. The trademarks that they created from that initial era, such as Super Mario. Quote, it has a lasting effect on you. It does. It does. I mean, that's why retro is so big right now. Retro has come back in full swing. It's worth more money than Nintendo can count. Their retro IPs are uh, what keep them in the game. I mean, even look at Super Smash Brothers, the one of their greatest creations of all time. How many retro characters are in that game? The retro characters outweigh the new characters. It goes on to say the cafe will feature walls covered in Nintendo consoles, memorabilia, and televisions as big as 70 inches. All of the surrounding walls are covered with 55-inch screens, and the smallest screen you'll find at all of the surrounding walls are covered with 55-inch screens as the smallest screen you will find. So there's massive screens everywhere so that multiple people can play and enjoy and also enjoy watching other people play because that's the thing too. Tournaments will be held at the cafe too. I think that's critical for bringing people in. They can charge money for tournaments, and while people are there watching, it's just like live Twitch. People are going to be there watching, having a good time, relaxing, drink a coffee, order a sandwich, whatever. Maybe they'll serve some alcoholic beverages if they can get their license for that. Yeah, so it goes on to say that they will be serving baked goods and whatnot. We're learning the ropes, how to roast coffee, what it takes to make a great cup of coffee, how to perfect the art of lattes. Yeah, so of course, if you have a great coffee, that's going to be critical for any cafe because you can't just survive on Nintendo fans alone. You are going to have regular customers that might be interested in just purchasing a coffee who happen to work nearby or live nearby. He says, my family growing up ran a bakery, so baking is not something new in our family. While visitors will have the option to purchase coffee or baked goods, the cafe will have a yet to be determined rate to play. Okay, so you're going to have to pay to play. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I certainly hope that that business model will work. I did not know that was part of the business. So then he goes on to say the location is still under construction, but they're hoping to open in the coming weeks. So this is coming up really soon. They do have an Instagram page, which they sold me right here. I was browsing this earlier, this Naruto meme, waiting for the opening day, like, and then a picture of Naruto. Hey man, big Naruto fan. You already sold me. I will definitely check out your cafe. Here they are at work. Their logo is like top of the line. They're selling sweaters, Super Smash Cafe. It looks just like the Super Mario letters from Super Mario World. They got a beautiful little kitty. Maybe he'll be part of the cafe. I think that would be a smart move. Cat cafes are a thing. Here they are. They got the whole family's wearing the sweatshirts. I guarantee you that they could sell quite well if they wanted to. Here they're going to be selling merchandise, so they could make some money on the merchandise. I mean, those are great sweaters. I'd certainly buy one. I got no problem with that. Look at them. They look good. This is probably a sister and her fiance. What is that behind him? A Hulk? Or just some juiced out monkey? Juiced out gym jockey? I'm not sure. Venice Beach, okay, so must just be a steroid user. No famous character there. Here they are posing with some Smash Bros. Games, which obviously inspired this cafe. I'm sure that was one of their favorite games to play. N64 games at the bottom, Super Mario Odyssey, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Nintendo Switch, Game Boy, Pokemon Yellow, with the transfer pack, Zelda, Diddy Kong Racing. What else is in there? Pokemon Stadium, Mario Tennis, Yoshi Story. Uh, Too hard to make out the rest. Can't quite see him. Zelda, Ocarina of Time. So, I mean, these guys know their games. They're not playing around. Let's wish them success and hope for the best. What do you guys think? Is this a reasonable business model that will make money? Or is Nintendo just going to say, pay us a lot of money or we're shutting you down? Personally, I don't see them infringing on any trademarks here. I don't, Nintendo can't copyright uh, Super Smash, the word Super Smash. So I think it's legit. I think they're going to get away with it. They don't have a picture of Mario or any Nintendo characters. They don't have the Nintendo logo.